Hello? Hello? Because I'm saying hello.
What's up, everybody? Zach here with the Nerd Cave, and I'm joined along with the illustrious bearded sultan himself,
Derek Daniel.
Derek.
Not
how's
the man, the myth, the legend.
not the man, the myth, the legend? You know what I mean? You got two different names tonight.
Okay.
You know. You know. So
Yeah, must say you have to make up for that. John Stevenson lackluster name.
John Stevenson is by far the best name that we've had on this show.
Maybe a fan favorite, but not the. And that's a bold statement, sir.
It is the best name. I don't know why it says we're playing Marvel Snap when we're Marvel Spider-Man 2. I was like, we're not playing Marvel Snap. We can, but we're not playing it right now. Guys, let us know how you are down in the comments below. We've got a fantastic episode for you tonight. We're talking about Unity Gaming. Not Unity Gaming. That's if you play WoW, you should go join that. We're talking about the Unity debacle that's going on with developers. We're talking about the Nintendo Direct that happened today and the state of play that happened today as well. There's a ton of stuff to cover tonight, so we're going to be watching a lot of trailers, a lot of cool stuff tonight. So like the stream, share it with somebody that you love, and let us know how you are doing down in the comments below. Now, Derek, before we get into the show, little update. Finished.
You finally beat Survivor, right?
I finished Survivor Tuesday. Yeah. So
where one's at? There you go.
There we go. Overall, it was like you were saying last week. It's a good game. Quality of life stuff definitely has improved the game a lot.
For sure.
I did like a kind of a little TikTok review on this, but the story I feel is the lackluster part of the game. Not that it's bad.
Yeah.
But going from having this villain where it's like this huge, like I was talking to a coworker today, that it starts at this much larger scale, and then it gets very personal at the very end. And if it would have been personal at the start, I'd have been fine. You know what I mean? I've been fine.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Oh, is this? Hold on. I'm just seeing in the comments. Is this my former GameStop boss, Brandon? If so, what's up, buddy? How you been?
Welcome to the stream, Brandon. Hope you're doing well tonight. Give me more Spider-Man 2 PS5 plates now, Sony. Hey, I want those plates, but I think we'll have to settle for the plates that they announced today, which were kind of lackluster in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, he says.
What's up, man? This was, let me tell y'all, he's the only reason I stayed. This was the best GameStop manager I had my entire tenure at that place. Unfortunately, it was only the last 6 months I was there, but he's the reason I stayed through another holiday because he made it worth it.
Well, there you go.
Shout out to you. So,
some horns for Brandon. Welcome to the stream. Very much so. Those plates, yeah, they're not. When I saw them, I'm like, y'all are making a big deal about nothing.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, like I'd rather get the black or the purple than any of the other ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man's definitely the top. Where's my God of War plates? That's what I'm asking.
Right. Like, bro, like, why are you skipping on us? You gave us the controller, but you couldn't give us plates.
Yeah. Now, if the controller was any indication what the plates would have looked like, I'm like, all right, never mind, I'm good. Because the controller was all right, but it wasn't great. But the Spider-Man one looks dope. Like the controller looks amazing, all of that. So
yeah, I mean, I'm about to say for sure the controller I definitely want to get Those plates, like I said, I always wanted to, like, when they did the purple plates, I wanted to get it, but Brandon can attest to it. We both talked about it. It's like, I'm afraid of breaking those latches, and then I have a jank PS5.
No, man, you just have better airflow for the PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? Like, let's just be
Easier
honest.
access to clear out the dust.
Exactly. Maintenance. That's what it's all about. Maintenance. Guys, if you have not smacked that like button, smack it right now. Do it. I'll wait.
Yeah.
All right. You should have done it by now. But guys, hit the like button so more people get to see it. But yeah, plates. Yeah.
So he's played with a ton of pre-owned ones. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Practice makes perfect, I guess.
Yeah. Break those. Who cares?
But I was getting back to Survivor.
Yeah.
Without spoiling, again, we're going to be non-spoilery for this. Was my theory on how the ending played out true? Were you given like any kind of choice, or was it just like meant to be played? Did you get the same ending as I did?
I'm assuming I did.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm assuming like there was no choice really anywhere in the game, to my knowledge.
Okay. It just felt like there should have been a choice, and I felt like I missed it.
No, it was like it's kind of like Oedipus, where he avoided everything to do with like his prophecy, but then it was a self-fulfilling prophecy. You know, and it's like you could see it coming. You're like, okay, this is gonna happen, and then it happens, and then the double tap. That was the part. I was like, dang, that's cold, bro. Just like double tap it.
But yes, Jedi Survivor, Brandon, for sure. So I beat it a couple weeks ago. Zach just beat it the other day on stream. So we are finally through that game. Now we can look forward to. Now we don't have anything a cloud over our heads heading into Spider-Man 2. I mean, I'm playing through Alan Wake Remastered, but that's a simple game. Like, I'm planning to play through it because I'm taking a little vacation next week. I'm planning to go through the game. Like, it's only 6 chapters. I'm played through 1 already, so I should be able to at least get through most of it next week. So
yeah, definitely. I think you'll be able to roll credits early on in the week. Yeah, I've played a little bit more Starfield on the Backbone controller. I played a little bit on my computer as well, my Mac. Like xCloud is great. Let me just say that xCloud is great, where I can just like play literally anywhere as long as I got a good internet connection and everything. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. I want to play more of it. I'm debating on getting Armored Core to like hold me over to Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, because we're a month away. So
yeah, it's like, but can I beat Armored Core on stream in a month? You know what I mean?
You've got like 4 Tuesdays, so
yeah,
I don't know.
And one of those is a community game night. So it's like, okay, I've thought about playing Starfield, but it gets a lot trickier because I don't have an Xbox to do that with. So yeah, I don't know. Brandon says, oh yeah, man, Spider-Man 2 is going to be awesome, but also Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to be pretty good. Like, I want to play Assassin's Creed Mirage, but it is like so far down on the list that it's like, I don't know when I'm going to get around to that. Like, if I was going down the list, Final Fantasy 16 would hit that way earlier. Baldur's Gate, like, dude, I put out a TikTok today and people were like going absolutely crazy for Baldur's Gate 3 in the comments. So,
wow. Okay.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, I've played over like 230 hours. I'm like, all right.
The hype is real.
Yeah. And like the things that I've seen, it looks really, really good. So,
right.
Welcome, Marilyn. Well, I hope the roach is dead and it's not going to come back to life on you. Final Fantasy 16 was awesome. Hadn't played it. It would be my first Final Fantasy other than Dirge of Cerberus. Dirge of Cerberus. Anyone knows that game, put a 5 in chat, because all right. That was a good one. And then I played a little bit of Remake, which we'll be talking about Rebirth tonight as well.
Yes, we will. Surprise! I forgot that the game was a thing. It's coming out, and then when that was their one last thing in the state of play, I was like, okay, I'll see you.
Was it really their one last thing? Because they ended with Spider-Man suits. It's like,
which was so right. And anyway, we'll get into that later.
Because they made a big deal. It's like, oh, we got a bunch of suits. It's like, just put that in the trailer. Like, hype that at the very end of your like gameplay. Anyway. It wasn't like any other Final Fantasy. Very hack and slash. I like that a lot more than the turn-based. Like, I'm fine with turn-based, but it is not the gameplay choice at all for me. And he says,
I don't think it's great stream worthy either, though, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, yeah. That it's not going to be it's not going to pass the sniff test of the family friendly.
Fair enough.
Amy says apparently One Piece live action has been renewed for a second season.
Good for them, because I know Cowboy Bebop got the shaft, so I'm glad One Piece live action is getting. I haven't watched it. I'm currently watching One Piece season 10 at the moment, so I'm into that trek again. We're not going to talk about it here because I know Brandon, he's into a lot of anime as well. I don't know if he's watched the new season of Demon Slayer, so we're not going to spoil it. But you never responded to my overall thoughts on.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, man. I've been busy. I was like, I need to respond to him, and then I'd get busy. Overall, it's not as strong as the last season, and some of the demons weren't as impressive as the last season, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. So, but guys, if you want to have us talk all things anime, there's an anime show that you can go on patreon.com and support. Throw us some extra money so that way we can record some stuff for you.
Yep, exactly. Amy says, Derek, I'm currently only watching One Piece the rest of my life.
Listen, it's such a trek. I do have to take, I took such a long break between seasons 9 and 10 because season 9 was like 73 episodes.
Oof.
That I had to catch up on some other things like Dr. Stone and Demon Slayer and watch some other things. And I'm just like, okay, now it's time to get back on the One Piece bandwagon.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we've been watching Ahsoka. Been really good.
I haven't watched the last, because I know, Brandon's not super. I don't know if he's like, he waits till a lot of like the Disney Plus stuff comes all at once to watch it. Yeah. But,
not going to spoil anything. Of course.
And I haven't watched this week's episode.
I
haven't watched but I caught up on episodes 3 and 4 at the end of last week, and my goodness, like it's stuff's happening, and I'm just like, okay, y'all play into like the deep lore. I see you.
Well, and it's like Dave Filoni. I feel like the studio is not involved. Like it finally feels like the creator is getting to create, and not the studio giving notes and all of that. So.
Right, for sure.
Yeah. So I'm really, really excited about Ahsoka and where it's going to go. And guys, thank y'all for hitting that like button. If you haven't already, make sure to do that. And if you haven't subscribed to the Nerd Cave, you could do that right now so you don't miss out on any of our shows, any of our live streams, and any of our cool videos. Like we did a video on how to play Starfield without an Xbox or a PC. You can spoil it. I've heard I have to watch the cartoons to know what's happening. I'm going to watch eventually.
Oh, he's talking about Ahsoka.
I feel like watching the cartoons, you definitely get way more out of it emotionally. But it does a good enough job explaining like what is going on. But you definitely get a lot more out of watching Clone Wars and Rebels than just going straight to Ahsoka. A lot more connection.
In my honest opinion, because I know Clone Wars is 8 seasons and there's a 7.
7.
No, yeah, 7. And then Rebels is 4 seasons.
Yep.
My honest opinion, if you know enough about Ahsoka and like her backstory, you could just like skip Clone Wars for now, and then watch Rebels because a lot of that is brought into Ahsoka the show. So.
I feel like you can fast track through Clone Wars
Yeah.
Season 7, though,
Yeah, you need to watch that.
I feel like you lose a lot of the emotional impact of it if you don't watch a good enough chunk of the other seasons, especially season 5. I think in season 7 are those are like foundational things with Ahsoka's like story and everything. Season 6, skip season 6. Like it is.
Yeah, I know. That's like more of like a what if situation.
Well, it's like they weren't even supposed to be made, so that's.
Oh yeah.
It was like, oh, you know, we got the green light to make another season, but we're not even supposed to be like, you know what I mean. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, Derek, I got a proposition. I got a proposition for you.
Yeah.
We could do this where me and you watch the live action One Piece and react to it and make it Patreon exclusive.
Ooh. I do like that. And you know,
there's only 8 episodes.
Because, yeah, and it covers probably like the first maybe season and a half, if that, maybe.
Yeah.
So it's doable. We could do that because I already know the story. Like, you know, I don't know. Some of that CG just rubs me the wrong way a little bit, but I could watch through it, especially if it's only 8 episodes.
Amy said, "Do it." If we get enough 5s in chat, we'll do it.
My only thing for you is like, just don't hold it against. If you end up not liking it, don't hold it against it. You know, against the actual anime version. I'm
gonna tell you this: I will never watch One Piece, the anime.
You don't want to watch 1,000+ ongoing episodes? Come on, bro.
It's not in the cards, bro. Like I am all about the new kind of wave of anime when I do watch, where it's just like, here's 12 episodes and you've got all the story you need. You know what I mean? Like that's that shonen stuff is that ain't it.
I need to watch all of this on a side tangent because I keep seeing stuff for 1,000-Year Blood War. I need to go back and watch like Bleach from like the old days. Watch all that, then watch 1,000-Year Blood War because I think like I've seen so many good things. I'm like, man, I need to go back and watch it from the beginning because I think I stopped after he went into Soul Society and that was it.
Yeah, I never watched Bleach, so I don't know. I was looking over the list talking about anime and the things that got announced. Apparently, there was I thought there was a Spy Family game that got announced.
Yeah, there was it was like Anya. It was an Anya game where it was just like living out, creating her memories, like living out her days at school, creating memories with her family, that kind of thing. It was like a cutesy little game. When I checked it, IGN's little list compilation, like I noticed, like, because there was also like Among Us announcement too that wasn't in their list. So I'm just like, okay, they trimmed the fat and just put the stuff that they know will be in there. But yeah, there was a Spy Family game announced as well.
Holding out on me, IGN.
I know,
because I'm all about that Spy Family. All right, guys.
I almost wanted to text you, but I'm just like, nah. Let me save it for later. And then I just, So.
Well, Derek, are you ready to jump into and kick this pig?
Yes, sir. I'm ready to make it go squeal.
Yeah. How would that sound, Derek? How would because you milk the hogs and slaughter the horses.
Yeah.
Guys, if y'all want to see the One Piece watch along, y'all let us know. Put a 5 in chat.
The live action, not the anime.
Live action, not anime. Live action. All right. We're gonna pause the song and then can you hear the music while it plays, Derek?
Yes, I can.
Huh. Interesting. So do you hear the audio of the videos twice?
No, I mute the YouTube version.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got you now.
I mute the YouTube video and just listen through it through Discord.
Okay. People are like, we don't care what y'all do. We don't care if Derek can hear things. Sometimes Derek doesn't even get to see things.
Right though.
All right, guys. jump into the show. If this is your first time here, how it's going to work, we're going to reintroduce ourselves so we get a clean slate here. We're going to jump into the rigmarole, and then we're getting into the discussion. We want your thoughts. We want your opinions on the news from this week. We want your thoughts on trailers. If you see something cool, don't wait until the end to start typing, because we're probably going to move past it, and then it's hard to come back and get your comments. We love your comments. We want your comments. So as soon as something pops in your head, start banging on those keys and let us know, because we want
bang, bang, bang.
We want your thoughts and your opinions. So without further ado, let's get into this. I am excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for.
I know I was texting you because we already knew about the Unity stuff we were going to talk about, and then I see, as I'm scrolling through the news from the last 24 hours this morning, there was a Nintendo Direct. I'm like, okay, and then it's like, oh, by the way, there's a state of play at 4:00, and I was like, hey, bud, we're going to be busy today, and you're like, oh my lord,
you gonna kill my computer, bro? All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. This week, Unity creates division with its devs. Nintendo directly talk. I didn't write this, so this is my first time reading it. So let's try that again. 3, 2, 1. This week, Unity creates division with the devs. Nintendo directly talks about their next 8 months, while PlayStation discusses the state of their next 6 months. This is the NerdCave News, and I am one of your hosts, Zach Dykes, joined along with, of all the great vaudeville acts, none compared with one man. He lured audiences with his magical musical menagerie and promises of free orange juice at the door. As he charmed them with his acts, he subtly hypnotized his unsuspecting patrons, because he was a vampire ready to quench his thirst. Give it up for Victor Van Housen, the vaudevillian vampire.
good day to you, sir. And I'll say, here's your orange juice. Get that vitamin C in you.
Well, it's
I
like,
only drink the healthy ones.
well, it's like when you give blood, they always give you OJ to like get your sugar back up. So
That's fair.
He's considerate of his victims. He doesn't kill them. He doesn't kill them.
No, because what good does that do me?
Exactly.
That's extra work. I have to hide the bodies.
Yeah. Well, Victor Van Housen, the vaudevillian vampire, where would you rate this on the names that we give Derek each and every week?
Well, my good chap, the exquisite, exposition has struck once again. Now I'm looking, because I got reamed last week for only being like, you only death gods and kings and all that stuff. Oh, meathead, smash, So I need to, expand my repertoire of names and have a, diverse portfolio.
Yeah.
So I think, because I'm looking in the top 10, actually, let me look between 6 through 10. We got Saris Ulthura, the Secret Keeper, Inspector Percival Ravenscroft, Sheriff Steelheart, Ringmaster Mortimer Nightshade, and Alexander Bonaparte, Writer and Truthfinder.
Mm-hmm.
That Saris Ulthura Secret Keeper is still, it's a nice
bar.
little, it is.
It's a high bar.
I think I'm going to put it right below that as a new number 7.
Well, there we go. New number 7. Amy said, I know this is a weird one, but it's a weird name we came up with the other day. So there you go.
Hey, look, procrastinators do their best work at the last minute.
Dude, we came up with this we came up with this last weekend.
Nice.
Me and Amy were just joking around, having a vaudevillian vampire, just the V's. And then she was like, oh, he could be Victor Van Housen, the vaudevillian vampire. And I was like, yeah. And he could give orange juice at the door because he's so considerate and everything.
Right.
So, so if you want to submit your Derek name, you could do so in the form in the description. But this episode is brought to you by the Epic Game Store, where you can support us by using creator code NerdCave at checkout. Every little bit goes to help us, and it's no extra charge to you. And also, it's brought to you by Coffee Brand Coffee and our wonderful patrons, but more about that later. Amy says, I don't know what that says about our conversations as a couple. You know. But let's move into the gaming discussion this week. First up, Unity. Oh, Unity. Their name their name does not go on what is going on in the gaming world.
They do not live up to their namesake.
Unity introduces controversial per install fee. Several indie devs respond.
So this morning, or the morning this article posted, popular game engine creator Unity Software announced an update to its pricing and packaging plans, which will go into effect on January 1st of next year. The new pricing plan introduces a fee that activates and charges developers of high-performing games each time the title is installed by a user or player. The justification is that each time a game is installed, Unity runtime is all installed. So it's like the thing you don't want is just as automatic packing. You can't get one without the other. So here's a simple, we looked over this, but right before the show, we're like, this is way too long. And Zach's brilliant mind came up with a way to, condense it to basically where it's like, all right, here's the nitty gritty of what you need to know for the pricing breakdowns. For Unity Personal and Plus, games making over 200,000 in the last 12 months and having at least 200,000 lifetime installs will be charged 20 cents per install above the threshold. Pro and Enterprise versions, games making over $1 million in the last 12 months and having at least 1 million lifetime installs will have fees based on their Pro or Enterprise licenses, ranging from 2 cents to 15 cents per Pro install and 1 cent to 12.5 cents per Enterprise install. Unity will use its data models to calculate these fees, raising concerns about transparency among developers. Importantly, the fees don't cover non-traditional game acquisition methods like subscription services or piracy. Notably, if a player reinstalls a game or installs it on multiple devices, it counts towards the threshold or charges the developer multiple times. Unity has also mentioned that games sold for charity might be exempt, but tracking this distinction is unclear. Unity believes that most developers won't be affected, especially those in the early stages of game development. They designed the program this way to help developers find success before incurring the install fee. Unity clarified some points on Twitter and in FAQs. Demo downloads, early access, beta, and demo to full game transitions count toward download totals. Fraud detection is in place to prevent charging for pirated copies. Games that reach the threshold in the past will start incurring fees on new installs from January 1st of next year. This was, and then there was a bunch of quote tweets and they gave an update with a bunch of Q&As but you can go check all that out. I got the article from GameInformer.com if you want to read the full list of breakdowns, but there's one quote from AgroCrab, developer behind Another Crab's Treasure, that he posted a pretty lengthy tweet that we want to look at real quick. He says, quote, "Today, Unity, the engine we use to make our games, announced that they'll soon be taking a fee from developers for every copy of the game installed over a certain threshold, regardless of how that copy was obtained. Guess who has a somewhat highly anticipated game coming to Xbox Game Pass in 2024? That's right, it's us and a lot of other developers. That means Another Crab's Treasure will be free to install for the 25 million Game Pass subscribers. If a fraction of those users download our game, Unity could take a fee that puts an enormous dent in our income and threatens the sustainability of our business. And that's before we even think about sales on other platforms, or pirated installs of our game, or even multiple installs by the same user. This decision puts us and countless other studios in a position where we might not be able to justify using Unity for our future titles. If these changes aren't rolled back, we'll be heavily considering abandoning our wealth of Unity expertise we've accumulated over the years and starting from scratch in a new engine, which is really something we'd rather not do. On behalf of the dev community, we're calling on Unity to reverse the latest in a string of short-sighted decisions that seem to prioritize shareholders over their product's actual users. I hate it here." That's another thing I didn't even think about. We'll get into all the craziness here in just a second, but just reading that tweet, think about yes, I know Xbox games with gold is not a thing anymore, but Game Pass and then PlayStation Plus, like all those games that are under Unity's umbrella that will free installs. Like I didn't even think about that because it's like it's not just talking about the piracy, it's talking about like like it's crazy to even think the demos are going to be included on this too. So that means like open beta trials, like if a multiplayer game has multiple betas, closed or open, like that's ridiculous to try. Like you're just having the companies hemorrhage money at that point.
Yeah, exactly. It is a money grab for 100%. Amy says users greater than shareholders. If only that were the case, because with gamers, like we're going to play games, we're going to, it doesn't really matter what it's developed on. But when we know that there is an issue with, a developer or whatever it is, now an engine, which we've never had like an engine that is like, oh, we're going to, do this sort of deal. Here, like the Unreal Engine doing something like this.
Yeah.
Is it going to put people on pause of like, well, do I really want to play this game? So less people are going to actually enjoy the game, download the game because they don't want to hurt the developer. You know what I mean? It's
right.
It's kind of this catch-22, and you're going to see a lot of developers go away from using Unity, which has been a very, very popular tool for a lot of smaller indie developers.
For sure. Like I know Among Us uses it. Who else uses it? I forget. There's a bunch of like indie devs like are popular games that use it. But just thinking about this too, like it could be a two-pronged thing because Aggro Crab talks about taking their game to another, like taking their future games to another engine. But will that put a pause on smaller companies making deals with Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Plus until they find another engine? Or I just thought about this too. Will they say if you say for hypothetical Unity doesn't back down, will that cause a lot of the devs who can't afford to do all this to pay this royalty up front? Will that cause them to basically like, we're not putting our game out, then we're taking it off the store, bye, until you either we find a new engine or you change your ways? Either way, you're not making any more money off of us, bye.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being an issue. I'm seeing if they have recently changed
Their
CEOs. No, if they've changed CEOs recently.
I would explain it.
That's kind of my thought.
Because Mr. Krabs, make me money. Yeah,
exactly. When did I'm looking, we're doing this live, y'all. CEO.
I hear the faint strokes of his keyboard through my earbuds.
Exactly. 2014 is when he became.
Wow, so this has been a while. So I wonder if the shareholders have now strong-armed him into finding ways to increase their stock.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of interesting because he's been there since 2014 and everything. So it's like,
and I'm sure the age-old excuse of inflation has prompted this to be like, well, this inflation is affecting our stock prices. Why don't you find a way to increase it for us?
Yeah,
AKA, we want a fourth vacation home.
Pretty much. Their chief financial officer came on in April 2021. So that's like 2 years and 6 months. But during that time, you could definitely see some changes. I'm stalking people's LinkedIn right now. And seeing what when things happen. Their president changed in April of 2023.
Oh, yep, that'll do it.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Mark Witten is the new president and general manager. So he's seeing the day-to-day operations. He's making a lot of the decisions. Stalking that LinkedIn, I know he's going to get a notification. It's like, Zach Dykes looked at your profile. He's like, who in the world is Zach Dykes? But yeah, like I think this is a bad decision, and you're going to see a lot of people jump from Unity and go somewhere else. They're going to find a more cost friendly and cost effective engine. Thinking of, I appreciate this level of research, but they're going to find something else. They'll go to Epic. They'll go to other, accessible engines. Every engine does cost money at some point. They're getting their bank in some way, but this is going beyond just like, okay, we're paying to be able to use your engine. Your engine gets, splash screen on the, the load menus and all that kind of stuff. You get all of this for free, but it's like, now you're wanting more. You're like, I know they're seeing games like Among Us where like it blew up and they're saying, well, we're not getting a piece of that pie. They're using our technology, but we're not getting that extra money that we deserve because it's our engine. It's like, well, I say this, in different places, but it's like having a Lamborghini. You can have a Lamborghini parked in the parking lot, but if it doesn't have gas, that Lamborghini is not going to go anywhere. Yeah, it's not going to go anywhere. Just like having a game engine. If games aren't being made on it, guess what? It's not really a game engine then. It's not going to be used. So I feel like they're about to shoot themselves in the foot. Hopefully they will backpedal and make a better decision. But I would love to hear other people's thoughts. Derek, what do you think?
Because I was gonna say the other thing that just came to mind is because what if because I'm not sure which and you don't have to research this, like this can just be like, I'm just throwing this out here. Because what if the companies that are under Unity that can afford to do this, their shareholders are like, well, we don't want to lose extra money either, so we're going to leave your platform as well. Like, I wonder if because I mean, if it's like for just putting it out there like an EA, because their stockholders tend to be a little greedy too. They're like, we make all this money on microtransactions. We don't want to lose all this. That's basically evening out our income. We don't want this. Take it off.
Yeah, I could definitely see it because some of the thought is like with Game Pass. I know we read that thing, but it could. The way they have been talking about it is that Microsoft will pay that fee instead of the developer. Do you think Microsoft is going to let those kind of games come on their platform and get charged more? No. They're going to say,
you think Jim Ryan would allow this?
No, it's like, because it's like part of a service or whatever, like Microsoft is already paying these developers to get their games on Game Pass. They're not going to also jump into, hey, we're going to also pay for your Unity per install, whatever. Like they're not going to do that. And so you're going to see a lot of these indie games go the way of the dinosaur. And I love indie games. You know me, Derek. I love me some indie games. But yeah, it's not smart. Brandon says they're not a big enough engine to be doing this. Like this is crazy. Yeah, 100%. Like this is not good. And their stock is down 3% since this afternoon. So they're losing money. They're losing money right now. So yeah, they're based in Denmark apparently. Them Denmarkians. Is that
weird, anyway?
Is Denmarkians? Is that the
Denmarkians?
The Denians? I don't know what is the, what are people called in Denmark? Welcome, Dan. We're doing a lot of research here, guys. I hope y'all are Danes.
Oh,
Danes. That makes way more sense. I watched Vinland Saga. I watched Vinland Saga.
Sure you did. It's really showing.
Everything was Japanese, man.
I mean, fair.
All I was paying attention to was the dude that played Madara. Anyway, there you go. There is Unity. Y'all let us know what do y'all think. I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla, says Dancy. We knew it. We were just letting y'all, we were testing y'all.
And by us, he means him.
No, I'm talking about you. Let's move into better and brighter pastures.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Nintendo Direct. We're going to be giving you all the highlights here. Okay, so strap in. We've got a lot of Nintendo Direct. We got them all. It's like Pokemon, but there's no Pokemon.
We caught them all.
There's no Pokemon in this one. So the Nintendo Gallery Museum is still on track to be completed by March 2024.
So Nintendo briefly shared an update on its project to convert an old plant in Kyoto into a museum celebrating its work in development history, in addition to confirmation that it will be completed by March of next year. Nintendo announced that it is painting the iconic question block on the roof of the museum. I kind of forgot because they kind of hinted at this last year, so I'm kind of this almost like this whole direct feels like season 3 of Mando, but it's told a better story, because it's like, all right, we got to wrap up all these last minute projects before we turn our homework in order to graduate. Like, you know,
100%.
So it's like we got to give updates on things people have forgotten about, but we just got to let you know we're still doing it.
Well, and I'm fine with that, because you look at other companies, and if something's not going well, Ubisoft, they are mums about that kind of stuff. Or if they are like held, by the Singapore government, they bring out like this weird like band to like sing sea chanties about Skull and Bones. But you still don't know about Beyond Good and Evil 2. We don't know if that's a real thing. So I like the Nintendo. They're staying the course. They're doing all these awesome things. So good on you. Paint that big old question mark block on the roof. It's your Mona Lisa. Does she smile? Yes, she does. Now, to the next one. This is the next thing in the Nintendo Direct we're going to talk about. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, getting more trailers. We getting trailers after trailers for this thing. My God, it is like all over the place. I'm excited for this. Don't count me out on that. I'm excited for it.
It's almost like they want us to forget about that, ungodly Prince of Persia Sands of Times remake that they're trying to keep hidden right now. Speaking of things we haven't heard about.
Yeah.
Ubisoft provided another look at its upcoming Prince of Persia game, The Lost Crown. The latest installment in Ubisoft's dormant franchise was announced in June during Summer Game Fest. This 2D action platformer is slated to launch on January 18th and is being developed by Ubisoft Montpellier, the developer behind Rayman Legends.
Yeah.
And we got a trailer to watch.
And you could tell like the verticality in this game. Rayman all over it. Let's check out this beautiful trailer.
Save the prince and the world.
The world.
Guide Sargon as he sets off to save
What up, Killmonger?
And restore the world.
Yeah.
Tapping into the roots of the Prince of Persia series, this game features 2D, side-scrolling action-adventure gameplay. Dash through breathtaking environments in a mythological, Persian-inspired world. But don't linger too long if you...
I like the music.
Harness sword and bow techniques, as well as time powers, to best these hostile lands. As your journey progresses...
the more I watch this, the more...
Learn new abilities that expand his arsenal.
I'll wait till it's finished. Sorry.
To further boost your abilities, among other perks. The number of amulets you can equip is limited.
Okay.
So choose wisely.
It's kind of like the perk system in Survivor.
Right.
Dang.
Yep.
Where's Orochimaru?
Sasuke.
When Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown launches on the Nintendo Switch system January 18th, you can receive the...
Man, okay. I'm loving this game.
And obviously, like it toggle between it, but the more I see of this, the more it seems like it's like either like the PSP versions or like the old school God of War, like especially like the 2D sections where they pan out and give you more of like a broader look.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. See that. It does look lame. What game are y'all looking at? I don't that trailer was not as like cool as like the
previous ones.
the previous ones and everything. Apparently my computer decided to download only the 480p versions of these videos. So y'all are getting low quality, y'all. That's all we got. Sorry, we're not
Guys,
downloading
if you want
again.
to get a new computer, go to patreon.com and subscribe.
Please. Please. The video is quiet. Well, okay, we got that fixed. We got you fixed, brah. We got you on. I don't know. I just felt like I've seen it before. I can understand that. I like the powers. Like, I don't feel like that trailer did the game as justice. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure.
So, you know. Moving on, though, Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remasters announced.
So the original Tomb Raider, along with Tomb Raider 2 and 3, are getting the remaster treatment for Nintendo's hybrid console. Out on February 14th of next year, just in time for Valentine's Day, the remaster compilation will have an option for players to toggle between the updated visuals and the original polygon look for some retro flair. Updated visuals aside, the remasters will also include expansions and secret levels for each game. And we've got a short trailer to look at as well.
The legendary Raider returns. The first 3 Tomb Raider games, all with upgraded visuals, are venturing onto Nintendo Switch in one daring collection. As the
Upgraded
archaeologist, Lara Croft, you'll travel the world and face
Oof.
off against deadly foes. And
These games look so bad. It's like we thought that this was like the best
Epitome of
looking.
graphics back in the day.
Like, look at the glass. That does look better, but
Yeah.
To uncover treasures of the ancient world and unravel mysteries lost to the ravages of time. This faithfully remastered trilogy comes with all of the expansions and secret levels for each game. You can also toggle between the original polygon look and
okay, yeah, it definitely
anytime.
looks better.
Tomb Raider
Yeah.
1 through 3 remastered, starring Lara Croft, launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 14th.
All right, the graphics are an upgrade,
Yeah.
but I agree with Dan. Even with the better graphics, still doesn't look that great. Still looks ravaged by time. Maybe they need the sands of time to help it, but
He
yeah,
said it 2003 called him. Like, I think it's a little bit older than 2003.
yeah. When was Tomb Raider 1? Let's do some research. Tomb Raider 1. 1996. That's what I was feeling. When was Tomb Raider 2?
Yeah.
Probably 97.
98.
97. Zach's on a roll here. 3 was 98. Dang, they popped them out.
Yeah.
They popped
But
them
back
out.
then, all you had to do was just pretty much copy and paste a bunch of levels and just make a different story.
True. Amy was like, I was being generous. For the people that like the old school Tomb Raider games, I think, they'll enjoy it. I'm not going to go play them. If I'm going to play a Tomb Raider game, I would play the last one and the remakes that they did. Was it Shadow of the Tomb Raider?
Yes. Well, it was like Tomb Raider, then Rise, and then Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah. I want to play Shadow just because we both play. We did that as part of Game Club when we used to do Game Club.
Yeah.
So, but let's move on to something that Trombone Champ is like. I know it's a joke game, but as a trombone player, it annoys me in ways. Like, I would play it, but as a trombone player, I'm like, I don't know what you're doing over here. You don't know what you're doing over here.
Right. And it's like Guitar Hero, because if you want to learn how to play guitar, get Rocksmith. But I only put this in because you're a trombone player, and I'm like, let me see how he reacts to this.
Yep. Trombone Champ is coming to the Switch.
So Trombone Champ, the goofy rhythm game where you use a trombone, is finally coming to Nintendo Switch. Trombone Champ originally came out last year exclusively on the PC, and it became an indie darling for its unconventional gameplay in its genre. Alongside a port coming to Nintendo's hybrid console, we also learned that the Switch version of Trombone Champ will take advantage of the gyro controls, or you can use the Joy-Con's IR motion sensor to play the game. And we've got a trailer.
This game's a real toot. Raise your brass for the quirky rhythm game, Trombone Champ.
Like, it sounds like beginning band, and I'm just like, bro.
With the music as best you can. But how you play that horn is up to you. You can use gyro controls to adjust the pitch up and down. Or the IR motion camera on the right Joy-Con controller. The controls are pretty unique, and mastering every control scheme won't be a walk in the park.
You can pause it if you want.
No, we're doing it. I do like that they have the Nintendo songs.
Right.
Up to 4 musicians can band together in local multiplayer. Trombone Champ slides onto Nintendo Switch later.
Zach, please play this. You're a trombone player. We might. I do need a game to play on stream, so
Yeah.
I'll just torture myself. Yeah, it does sound horrible. The intonation is really bad. You know, as a trombone player, that is I guess we just have to, you know, try it out and see. We might all go tone deaf, but worth it. True. I'm all for torturing people. People for the joke. Dave the Diver arrives on Switch next month.
Dave the Diver. Can he dive in? Nintendo Switch owners do not have to wait much longer to try Dave the Diver, as this previously exclusive PC title will be available on the hybrid system on October 26th, a year shy of its original release date.
This is a big get, okay? Because Dave the Diver recently blew up over on the PC.
Right.
So, like, the Switch getting this, I wish it would come to PlayStation, but yeah, I'll play it on the Switch because I've been wanting to play this. So now that, you know, and again, like, I don't play enough indie games, but I love indie games. You know what I mean? You give me a good story, you make me cry, I'm there, baby. I'm there. I'm all about that.
You trying to hurt me? I'm there.
Like, emotional trauma? Let's go.
Emotional damage.
Detective Pikachu returns and gets a new cinematic trailer.
So Detective Pikachu is out on October 6th, and ahead of its release date, Nintendo provided another cinematic trailer for the game. The latest trailer focused on how other Pokemon will aid Detective Pikachu and Tim on their adventure. And we've got a trailer.
This detective's got a second bolt of brilliance.
Every great detective starts their day early.
This is Rhyme City, a place where humans and Pokemon coexist. The detective duo of Pikachu and his partner Tim investigate various cases while searching for Harry, Tim's missing father.
Are you my dad?
Interviews people. Pikachu interviews Pokemon, and they find the truth together. They'll also rely on other Pokemon to broaden the scope of their
teamwork makes the dream work.
investigations.
Exactly.
Follow Sense with Growlithe. Smash Rocks with Darmanitan. And peer through walls with Luxray.
I see you. Man, you can't play hide and seek with him.
Solve all the mysteries and
Cheater.
follow Harry. Find
Watch,
out when
Harry is
Pikachu
just...
returns. Launches on Nintendo
Harry's just at the barber.
October 6th. Pre-orders are
Probably.
available now.
Because he's hairy. He's hairy.
Out. Get out.
He's hairy.
Gosh.
I got a trombone too.
That plays more in tune.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'd like, the more I see of Detective Pikachu, I'm like, do I play this? You know what I mean? It's like,
Right.
it's like, do I play this
I mean, it's 2 weeks before Spider-Man, so it could be a possibility.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yo, Spider-Man. We'll move our crane over so you can swing. It's like, you know, he could swing without the cranes.
Right.
But it makes it faster, Derek. Did you know that?
Yeah, you got a need for speed. Got to go fast.
Yeah, because like everybody was being turned into lizards.
Right.
You see, there was a dude that was a lizard.
Who wanted other lizards to make his own kind.
Yeah, because he was a lizard man. Because he lost his arm. He was very fond of his arm.
Some might say his best friend.
Yeah. Guys, we literally just gave you the plot of The Amazing Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 1.
With Andrew Garfield, so you're welcome. You didn't know you were getting that tonight. We need Ryan Reynolds to voice Pikachu again. We do. I need to watch that movie. I still have not watched Detective Pikachu.
Me either.
I have not watched it. Amy said, looks cute, but most Pokemon games do. They do. They're cute. They're like dog fighting rings. You know? That's literally 100% what Pokemon is, Derek.
Sure, but never mind. Let's not go there. Family friendly.
It is. Put a 5 in chat if y'all agree with me. Pokemon's like dog fighting rings, but we've like cutesy fight it. Just saying.
Moving on.
Dan said, lonely lizard man looking for his lizard woman. Pretty much. Pretty much. See, Dan agrees. Thank you, Dan. What? Amy says, maybe I should do a video on that. Why Pokemon is just a dog fighting simulator. Derek's like,
is it bad of me to say Michael Vick loved the post?
Oh my God. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, you can say but mine. Okay, all right. I say.
Ooh. Some amiibo updates for Tears of the Kingdom, Smash Ultimate, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
So Nintendo took a moment to share some updates on the next wave of amiibos dropping. For Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Sora, the protagonist from Kingdom Hearts who served as the final DLC character, is finally getting his own amiibo, only years after Smash Ultimate stopped. No firm release date was announced, but we do know it will release sometime next year. Additionally, Tears of the Kingdom themed Zelda and Ganondorf amiibos will release on November 3rd, while Noah and Mio, or however you pronounce the name, from Xenoblade Chronicles 3 are set to get their own amiibos on January 19th.
You want me to tell you how it's said?
What?
Miu.
No, O? What?
Yeah, it's silent, bro. It's a silent
Okay.
O. You have never heard of a silent O?
Yes, I've heard of a silent O, but it's just rare that to be used.
Yeah, exactly. The silent O is a very rare silent letter. Oh, let's look at the first look at Wave 6 of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Boosters Course Pass.
So we got our first look at the next wave of Mario Kart 8 DLC. Out this holiday, Wave 6 of the Booster Course Pass introduces a new racing track, Daisy Circuit for Mario Kart Wii, in addition to 4 new racers, Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, Pauline, and Peachette. And we've got a trailer.
The final wave is racing in. Here's
Hallelujah.
A sneak peek at Wave 6, the final
Maybe we'll get a new Mario
Deluxe Booster
Kart.
Pass DLC from the Mario Kart Wii game, Daisy Circuit. More returning characters are also being added in Wave 6 from the Mario Kart Double Dash game, Diddy Kong.
Greg Miller's favorite.
Funky Kong.
Yeah. I thought Dry Bones was his favorite.
From the Mario
No,
Kart Tour game,
Double Dash is his favorite.
Oh, the game. I got you.
Yeah.
and also Peachette.
That's just Peach,
Right.
but smaller. They got Baby Peach, Peachette, then Peach. Being a little lazy here, Nintendo.
comes onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Active Nintendo.
And you know what, Derek? You can get a Nintendo Switch this holiday season with Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart 8, but not the booster course. You have to buy that separate.
Derek. I'm just saying they're lazy.
But I'm glad it's the final wave. Now, part of me, when I was watching this, I was like, it's our final one in this expansion. And I was going to say, we've got a booster course past 2. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. But they didn't do it, at least yet.
Yeah, like with the rumors going around that there is a Switch 2 being shown behind closed doors to developers, I feel like we are close to getting that. So they are working on a new Mario Kart. I'm calling it right now. We'll finally get a new Mario Kart, because this Mario Kart is the Wii U Mario Kart. It's a great game. I love this Mario Kart, but I would love a new one.
Now, Zach.
I
don't even know if there's an adjective to describe this question. But how, for lack of a better term, how furious would you be if they were like, all right, Switch 2, and then in the first holiday season, we're giving you Mario Kart 8 Super Deluxe with all the Booster Course Pass DLC, and here's Pass 2. We're not making another Mario Kart. We're just going to keep rehashing 8.
Like, it seems very unlike them.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Skyrim's on everything. They keep porting. What's the other game they keep porting over? It's Skyrim and something else. Anyway,
Minecraft.
But it's
Minecraft.
Yeah.
My God.
And I feel like there's another one too that they keep porting. But yeah, like they keep porting those games over because everyone keeps buying them and they keep playing them. So it's like it's not out of the realm of possibility.
It's not. It 100% is not. I can see it because, like, hey, it's already built. You don't have to rebuild it. You're just making new courses. I feel like it would make people a little angry, and it's like, we've already got this. And it's like, yeah, it's just new courses. But, like, I don't know, dude. It would definitely not sit well with people. It wouldn't sit well with me. If this was if this was EA, 100%. 100% would not put that past EA, but hopefully we will get a new Mario Kart. Speaking of multiplayer madness, Splatoon 3's Side Order gets new gameplay trailer and a spring 2024 window. Before we go with that, Dan agrees. Double Dash was awesome.
So Nintendo kicked off today's Nintendo Direct with a new gameplay trailer for Splatoon 3's Second Wave DLC expansion Side Order, which is available as part of the game's expansion pass, but will also be sold separately. Splatoon 3's Side Order will be available next spring. I didn't really understand the trailer, like what was going on, and I'm not a huge Splatoon fan, so I decided to leave the trailer out, but you can go check it out on their YouTube channel. I didn't even know the first wave of the DLC was out, to be fair with you. That's why I was kind of also perplexed. I'm just like, oh, they put out a wave 1? Cool.
Yeah. From what I've seen / heard about the DLC, that it's kind of like a rogue-like. It's not necessarily like multiplayer, where it's like you can play the levels over and over and you'll die and you'll lose your progress, but then like you learn how it works, and it's like kind of procedurally generated in some shape, form, or fashion. That's what I've heard. I have not like fully understood it again, but yeah, there you go. Now the next one takes the battle royale flavor of gameplay and brings it to a series we would love a new game in, but this is the game we're getting, guys. F-099 is announced, available today exclusively to Switch Online members.
In a surprise twist, F-Zero made an appearance at the Nintendo Direct. F-099 was announced. It is a battle royale style racing game that also supports the SNES wireless controller. F-099 is out today, but it is exclusively available to those who hold an active Nintendo Switch Online subscription, and we've got a trailer to show.
The first F-Zero game returns as a 99.
Like, this is just going to be absolutely crazy. You know
It
what I
is.
mean?
Especially with how the gameplay mechanic is. Like,
from the original Super NES game. Tear through courses in high-speed races, but be careful. Your power meter
Yeah.
will decrease if you crash into pilots or guards.
that's going to be the hardest part for me.
Yeah.
Like, the walls I can understand, but other players, like, come on now.
Yeah.
Feeling risky? Spend some of your power meter for a temporary speed boost.
This is dangerous. You don't hit more pylons.
Collect super spikes,
Right.
which appear when machines collide, to boost up to a special path called the Skyway. It's your best chance at bypassing your rivals and jumping into a higher position.
If there's not a ton of those, that would be, you know.
Cosmetic options for
Yeah.
your machine.
Yeah, I do feel like the races would be too crowded with 99 people.
Yeah.
99 players, one winner. It's time to race your way to first place. Because F-Zero 99 will be available exclusively for active Nintendo Switch Online members later today.
So it's already out, like, by the time we're watching this and everything.
Right.
Derek.
So my thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know you're gonna say my thoughts. So my overall, my first initial thought when I saw this, I'm like, oh, F-Zero. And I thought, they were showing the retro style. I'm like, all right, they're going to show like an upgraded, like they're going to do a remaster for one of them on an anniversary. And then it's like, oh, Battle Royale. And I'm like, man, the F-Zero fans are all sighing, face palming, breaking their computer, because this is definitely not the game they wanted. Now, some who are just, I don't want to say casual fans, but some who don't care, that just want to go back into F-Zero, like for nostalgia purposes, will probably play this. Like, don't get me wrong. At the same time, people have been clamoring for a new F-Zero game for years, and then this is the first one they give them, and it's like in a genre that's pretty much, I don't want to say phased out, but like not people aren't doing anymore.
Yeah, I feel like the only battle royales are Apex, Warzone, and Fortnite,
Yep.
And like, to bring a battle royale to a racing game is very, like, I understand, like mashing things together, create something new. But I don't know. I'm not an F-Zero fan, so it doesn't really it's like whatever to me. But when I heard this, I'm like, this seems like 5 years too late.
This ain't the one, Chief.
Yeah, this ain't the one, Chief. So I don't know. But let's move on. WarioWare Move It gets a new trailer ahead of its November release. I feel like we just got a WarioWare like last year.
Like, no, I think it was like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. But yeah, it is weird that they moved on to the next one. I think the other one was maybe I don't know. Nintendo showed off another look at WarioWare Move It at today's event. The game was originally announced at the June 2023 Direct and was previously confirmed to have over 200 micro games. And we've got a short trailer.
Let's move into formation.
Gotta move it.
Yeah. Wow.
Greetings. Welcome to the island. This tropical resort contains tons of micro games that'll get your body moving. In each micro game,
They always have weird stuff.
Yep. That's Wario, I guess.
form shown, then perform the correct action as quick as you can. The micro games will come one after another, so look alive.
Gotta catch a llama.
Right.
Plus, up to 4 players can battle it out in party mode. Reach the goal without getting caught by Medusa.
What is it, Squid Games?
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Just one posing. With over 200 lightning-fast micro games and multiplayer modes aplenty, everyone's in for a wacky time. WarioWare Move It launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 3rd. Pre-orders are available now.
I feel like Nintendo is putting out so many games like the rest of this year.
Right. And like beginning of next year, as we'll see here in over the course of the direct. Yeah, like it feels like again they're trying to turn in all this extra credit homework right before graduation so they can get their diploma.
Yeah.
It's like it seems like they don't want to worry about like it feels like when they started this development cycle for these games, they're like, hey, we don't want to put this out on the regular Switch, but it's too early to put it out on the new Nintendo Switch console, and we don't
Yeah.
want to have to try and extend development life when they could be working on newer games for the new hardware. So let's just try and put all this out at once.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. With it's like, this, you can see the writing on the wall. Like these are the end of the cycle kind of games and all of that, which is not
Right.
bad. It does have a very interesting art style, and Dan says making air riding with his butt.
It feels like every time I see a trailer for any type of WarioWare game, it feels like on an acid trip.
Yeah, it's like they go out into the woods and just
Yeah.
just get just out there and just like, hey, you know what would be hilarious?
Yeah.
If you wrote with your butt.
But they out there with Aaron Rodgers smoking ayahuasca.
So yeah, that's coming out in November. But it's like we've got Mario Wonder, we've got this. Like there's so many things coming out, and it's kind of crazy. But
Yeah.
let's move into some stuff that is in a little bit distant future. Mario versus Donkey Kong remake is coming to Nintendo Switch on February 16th, 2024.
So, and it also feels like they're trying to remake, like again for the Switch. Is like, hey, we want to remake this, but we don't want to wait till the new hardware. Let's just put it on the Switch. Nintendo announced a new Mario vs. Donkey Kong game during today's Direct. This is a remake of the original game that was released back in 2004 for the GBA. The reveal trailer not only showed off gameplay, but confirmed local co-op too. So they're releasing it next year in time for the game's 20th anniversary, which that does make sense. I see you.
In town.
Like the boys are back in town.
Mario. The rivalry that heated up on the Game Boy Advance system reignites on the Nintendo Switch system. With his eyes on the prize, Donkey Kong has stolen all the mini Mario toys from the factory. And it's up to
He just wants to give it to Dixie and Diddy Kong.
Yeah. You just hear, it's Seth Rogen.
Observation and action are vital to your success. Mario needs to reach the key, but he can't quite cross the gap. That monkey's tail looks a little suspicious, though, doesn't it? If Mario does
Yep.
this,
100%.
now he can get across
I felt that in my soul, man.
and save
Felt
Yeah.
that in my soul.
Though, I still feel like, and maybe the rope would have blocked him, but I still feel like he would have gotten across with just a regular jump.
like that.
Yeah,
But
with the
who
swing,
am I? Right.
Observe and act to collect mini Marios, clear stages, and face Donkey Kong head on. In this updated version of the game, you can play with a friend in local
They'll
co-op.
throw a trash can at you because you trash.
However, it's up to you to recover the toys. Mario vs. Donkey Kong launches on Nintendo Switch February 16th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo.
well, we can either get Mario versus Donkey Kong, or we can get that Tomb Raider.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because those are 2 days apart.
Wreck-It Ralph was under the pile of brick. Yeah. Again, this is not a game that I played, so it's not like something
Yeah.
that like necessarily interests me, but hey, I know Nintendo loves their like side scroller co-op kind of stuff and everything, so I think this is like right in line with all of that. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Speaking of remakes,
Super Mario RPG Remake gets a new trailer.
So we got another look at Super Mario RPG Remake, which was announced as the previous Nintendo Direct showcase. The latest trailer showed another look at gameplay of the Super Nintendo classic. Super Mario RPG Remake is still coming out on November 17th, and we've got the trailer for you.
Mario's first RPG adventure returns. The Super Mario RPG game is back.
The short Mario always gets me.
Let's go over
Right.
some new and returning gameplay
It's like,
features.
give my boy an average size, please.
Time your
Yeah.
bonuses with action commands to increase damage dealt or decrease damage received. When you time your attacks perfectly, you can now damage all enemies.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You got the AoE.
Action command will
Right.
fill this gauge. When it's full, you can unleash the 3-character triple move. Depending on your current party, the move will change, so experiment with different combos.
Man.
Dang, bruh.
During your adventure, you'll encounter bosses with colorful personalities. After clearing the game, you can fight some of them again.
But they're tougher.
But these powered-up bosses aren't gonna be easy.
I know a lot of people love the the RPG thing.
When Super
Yeah.
Mario RPG launches on the Nintendo
Another
system November 17th.
November game for
Right.
Nintendo.
Now.
Nintendo's just like trying to own November.
Yeah, I like Wario. Again, we just talked about it coming out in
Yeah.
November. Wonder
Yeah.
coming out in October.
Yeah, like 2 weeks before that.
It's just like y'all just cramming this boy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Y'all just cramming it up in here. Nintember, exactly.
Right.
Nintember. See, they should have marketed that. That would have been smart. That would have been very, very smart. Let's keep it rolling on the remake train. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is out next summer.
Luigi's Mansion 2 HD was already in development, but today's Direct gave us a new look at the trailer in addition to confirmation that the remaster will arrive next summer on Nintendo Switch. And we have the trailer. And I almost thought, I was like, aren't they doing it? But that's Dark Mansion from the 3DS they're porting over. So
Dark Moon.
like you said, Dark Moon, excuse me. Dark Moon, they're already porting over from the 3DS to the Switch. So it's like you said, they're trying to cram all these out right before the Switch's life cycle is over.
Mm-hmm.
Mario.
I thought that was him for a second.
Got him.
No, this is Dark Moon.
Mansion 2 HD.
Yeah, this is Dark Moon. They dropped it.
To Evershade Valley, a place
Interesting.
that's screaming and teeming with the supernatural. Luigi, our faint of heart hero, was sent here to check it out. Time for some mansion mayhem. No spooky adventure is complete without this vacuum-like device, the Poltergust.
Yep.
Use it to light up dark areas, vacuum up objects, and interact with the environment. It's a handy tool for your paranormal escapades.
I love me some Luigi's Mansion. I wish they'd be putting this out in October, you know?
The strobe bulb.
Yeah.
Vacuum them up.
It's like they took Ghostbusters and
Multiple ghosts at once.
Mario.
Alan Wake because you like
yeah,
stun
good
them.
point.
You stun them.
Yeah.
You'll find ghosts haunting, a former plant research lab, a broken down clock factory that's full of sand, a mine covered in ice and snow, and even more places. These troublemakers will use every trick in the book to block your
Yeah,
path.
but you get a cute ghost dog.
Can Luigi summon his courage and save the day?
King Boo.
Looking for other ghost hunters? Up to 4 players online.
Oh.
Some exercise across different player modes.
Yeah, which-
Exercise.
Luigi's Mansion 2 HD creeps onto Nintendo Switch next summer.
There, does that do anything for you?
Well, like you, I want to play a Luigi's Mansion. I don't have a Switch and I don't have time.
Yeah, and now buying a Switch, let's just be honest. Buying a
It's
Switch
pointless.
now, kind of pointless.
Now, if someone gives it to me, I'm just saying.
Yeah. Or you could, get one of those Mario Kart bundles.
8 bundles.
Yeah, you get one of the Mario Kart bundles. Guys,
Right.
we haven't forgot about Princess Peach. Let's talk about some Princess Peach. Princess Peach Showtime gets a March release date.
So Nintendo previously announced that a new and at the time untitled Princess Peach game was in the works. Today's Direct finally unveiled some gameplay along with a name for this new game focused on the Princess of the Mushroom Kingdom. Princess Peach Showtime is the name of the game, and Nintendo also gave us a new look at the game. According to Nintendo, the gameplay varies depending on which transformation Peach takes. Princess Peach Showtime is out on March 22nd of next year. Let's look at that trailer because I was thoroughly impressed.
Just the toads just yelling.
Presented a flyer advertising a show at the Sparkle Theater. Princess Peach and some toads went to go see it, but then the Wicked Grape and the Sour Bunch suddenly made a grand entrance.
The Sour Bunch.
Okay.
Now it's up to Peach and the theater's guardian Stella to save the prey.
Stella!
This perfect performance has become a terrible tragedy. Luckily, Peach can use the power of Stella's ribbon to face off against the Sour
So
Bunch.
kind of like Cappy.
Happy. Yep, that's the first thing I thought of.
The
I like it. It looks cool.
always cut it, though.
Yep.
So let's do this.
Gotta go Super Saiyan. Cinderella?
Whoa!
Right.
Peach transformed into Sword Fighter Peach. By
Oh.
she can use
I like it.
show-stopping abilities. Fend off
Thought she was gonna go Super Saiyan at first.
sensational sword play.
But it's like a play at the same time. Like you're changing
Right.
outfits, like you're. I like it. I like it.
There are more stolen shows to save. Valuable artifacts from this museum have gone missing. Become Detective Peach, investigate clues, and track down who done it.
I'm digging this, y'all.
Yeah, for sure.
Snatch from this sweets festival. Turn into Patissiere Peach and save it from a sugar crash.
Heck yeah.
I'd eat that
Sour
cake.
Bunch got their
Yeah,
martial
for
arts
sure.
school. Become Kung Fu Peach and
Kung Fu Peach. Let's go. Sifu up in here.
Right.
many other transformations are just behind the curtain. The stage is set. Our leading lady is ready for the spotlight. Princess Peach Showtime makes its debut on Nintendo Switch March 22nd.
All right.
Begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Man,
I'm sold on this game. Princess Peach
Me too.
Showtime? Showtime.
yeah, Showtime. It's really cool. It's a really this one actually. If it wasn't for the last game we got to discuss that they showed at the end, like this one would have taken the direct for me. Like this one, I was thoroughly impressed. They kept it short. Well, I'm about to say they kept it. They gave me enough info, but not
Yep.
enough to where I was bored with it.
Yep.
And like all the different transformations, like I thought of Assassin's Creed Liberation, but more of a fleshed out idea. But the only thing is like, because amiibos are still a thing, not as hot and heavy as they once were,
Yeah.
but they're still a thing. They're going to easily make all the transformation Peaches an amiibo. That's just going to be a thing.
Yeah. But I love that like Peach is finally getting a game where she's not being kidnapped, all of
Right.
that, where she's a full-blown character and going on her own adventure and all of that. I think that's going to be really, really cool. And like introducing this Cappy like creature. I doubt that this is going to be like 2-player like
Oh, yeah, for
Odyssey
sure.
was, but yeah, Amy says this looks good. Dan, we need Ryan Reynolds as Detective Peach. So this is on the list now, Derek. I'm going to play
Yeah.
this. Reminds me of a variety PC games variety PC games I played as a kid. Yeah, like you get to do all of these different things, and I love the play aspect. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm sold. Good job, Nintendo. You got another customer on hand. But let's finish out Nintendo. Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door HD, as announced.
Another beloved game from Nintendo's portfolio is getting their remastered treatment. This time, it's Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door. We did not get a ton of information outside of updated visuals and the fact that it will be out next year on the Nintendo Switch. And we've got one last trailer. At first, I thought it was another new Paper Mario, but I'm like, no, they just put out Color Splash like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, not too long ago.
Yeah.
And this like looks really good. Like it's the style, like the remaster makes it a lot easier compared to others.
A genie. Pokemon battle.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Herd of Yoshi. Oh, gosh.
Oh, that's cool.
Beaches, 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 beaches.
I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to say it.
Oh, man.
An evil pig.
Right. Secret room. Will you marry me?
Okay. Like I've not played Paper Mario. But I know a lot of people really, really like the games. So yeah, it's not big on my list, but it's still cool that it's getting another one. Cause I know, like you said, we got a new one of like 2 years ago. So now we're getting more Paper Mario. So if you're a fan of that, definitely you'll like it. Amy says, I get it's paper, but the art style is weird for me. Yeah, it's like 2D Mario, but in a 3D space, but then he's paper. So it is definitely a twist. When are we going to get Dr. Mario, Derek? That's my question.
That's a very good question.
That's my question. You know,
We also got a Battle Royale version of Dr. Mario, though, I think.
did we?
Or either that or it was a mashup with Tetris 99, one of the two.
Yeah, something like that. Well, if I was a doctor, Derek, you know what I would say that everyone needs?
More coffee.
More coffee. Guys, if you're looking for an awesome coffee to drink each and every day, look no further. Coffee Brand Coffee has exceptional quality with no gimmicks and no politics. They've got nearly, Derek, 4,000 verified reviews. That's a lot.
Woof.
That's more than 3,000.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
It is.
if you put 4,000 people in a room,
Mm-hmm.
you'd have to chop them up.
All right, that got morbid.
But they have nearly 4,000 verified reviews, and most of them are 5 out of 5. So you know that it is good. You know that it's good. They've got 12 coffee blends, 12 organic teas, and 3 hot cocoa flavors. They've got cold brew and K-Cups. Amy got the medium roast coffee and chai tea, and she is loving it. She says it's delicious. And guys, you should definitely go check it out. You know, one that still sticks out to me, Derek, every time I look at all the different flavors and blends that they've got, is that blueberry cobbler.
Yeah.
I don't even drink coffee, and I drink that. You know what I mean? I drink that. Freshness is guaranteed with USA-based facilities, and it's the highest quality, and it is roasted to order. It's not sitting there in a bag. That's why it's so fresh. It's fresh to death. It's got that drip, if you will. Yeah. It's got that drip. It's in its Duffy.
Now you just throwing out terms.
It's on fleek.
Oh my God.
So elevate your coffee experience with coffee brand coffee today. Use code NerdCave at checkout or the link in the description below and get 5% off of your order. And Derek, they're introducing a lot of fall blends as well. I didn't mention this. They got some pumpkin spice up in there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I got some pumpkin flavored stuff. They got all this. Let's just mosey over there real quick. Coffee brand coffee. Let's just go over there, Derek. Amy said, "Oh gosh, yeah, they've got let's just double caffeinated coffee, premium. Where's the strawberries and cream, orange creamsicle, s'mores flavored, triple berry flavored, sticky cinnamon bun, Rocky Road flavored coffee, peaches and cream, hazelnut cream flavor. Oof, Derek, they got all these deliciousness.
The s'mores flavor got me.
I know. I'm trying to see the. I know that I saw earlier. They got like pumpkin spice and all that. I need that pumpkin, says Amy. I need that pumpkin. So if you're looking for delicious coffee or tea, definitely check out these awesome coffee brand coffee. You speaking of my coffee addiction, says Amy. Go check it out. 5% off in the description or use code NerdCave at checkout. Guys, I know we've been going for an hour and some chains, but we got you, fam. We're not letting you go because we got a little bit more. We got a little bit more. Got another hit for you, if you know what I mean. Got another little hit. One. PlayStation news is now. Let's talk about the PlayStation State of Play highlights. First up, this game looks dumb. I am sorry. This game looks dumb. And we open the State of Play. I call it like I see it, guys. If I see it, I'm like, nah, that ain't good. It's like, this is a video game in the year of our Lord, 2023. Shuhei, full of grace. Full of grace, Derek.
Unlike this game.
Bennett Foddy's next game. I don't know who Bennett Foddy is. Baby Step is out next summer.
So Bennett Foddy, the developer behind Getting Over It, announced that his next game will arrive in summer of next year. Published by Devolver Digital, Baby Steps, based on its new trailer, looks a lot like a walking simulator where players control Nate, who walks this world one step at a time. And I didn't include the trailer because it's got some words in there, you know, that's not suitable for our show. So watch it at your own apparel, but also forewarn that the trailer, the gameplay looks uninspiring.
Okay, so I looked up Getting Over It. It's the dude that sits like in the cauldron with the sledgehammer that you have to like move around. It's like a really difficult game. It's a PC game. So it's super, super popular for like, you know, people that make like Let's Plays and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I was like, this looks like that, My Name is Toast or whatever that Toast game was, that you were like a piece of toast and you had to get into the octopus game. It just looked like weird PC game. You know what I mean?
Right.
It just looked like,
Dadliest Catch.
yeah, there we go. You know what I was talking about. It looked like Octodad, where it's just weird. So that ain't for me. That ain't for me, but that's okay. It might be for you. I'm not judging you.
Yeah.
You play whatever
Nope.
you fancy. Roblox, though, is not another game for me, but it is coming for the PlayStation 4, and it gets an October release date.
After an announcement last week that Roblox was coming to PlayStation consoles, today's State of Play revealed that the PS4 version of the game will arrive on October 10th, and it includes cross-platform support. So good for it. It's a super popular, especially with kids. I
Mhm.
know, other than V-Bucks cards, a lot of kids that were coming in when I worked at GameStop were coming in for Roblox cards. So it's a super popular game. It's still people still play it today. So good on PlayStation for capitalizing, even though it is late and it's only for the PS4, that they're capitalizing on that train.
Is it already on the PlayStation 5?
Don't
It says
know,
crossplay.
like, cross-platform support because it's on Xbox
Hold on.
and PC.
Yeah.
And I want to say maybe Switch. I don't know. I know Xbox and PC for sure.
Yeah, it just says add to wish list. So I'm, with it being on PlayStation 4, that is backwards compatible for the PlayStation 5. So, boom. There you go. Good on you. Tales of Arise is getting an expansion on November 2nd, in November, 2 years after its release.
Bandai Namco Studios made a jaw-dropping surprise today, announcing that its over 2-year-old RPG, Tales of Arise, is getting an expansion, subtitled Beyond the Dawn. The expansion arrives on November 9th. Yeah, so that's the biggest surprise, and I know it came out like post-COVID, type deal, which they probably wanted to make an expansion sooner, but they probably couldn't because of restrictions. But yeah, 2 years, you don't see this often. That several years after, like maybe a year after the game drops, but not over a year after the game drops, that it gets new DLC, like maybe like updates and modes, but certainly not story DLC.
Yeah. I remember seeing the trailer on the stream. I had to look it back up. It's very JRPG kind of deal for the people that are curious about it and everything.
Right.
Yeah. If you want to get the DLC coming out in November, that's huge for the people that like Tales of Arise.
Yeah.
One that I was very, I was like, what? It's here, y'all.
Why are you bringing this up again?
But I will say, Kind of Funny did say this game was fun to play.
Okay.
They talked highly of it. It was like we weren't expecting a lot, and it was actually pretty fun to play. This game will probably die within 3 months. I'm just calling it. But
sure.
Foam Stars is getting an open beta.
So following its colorful reveal in May, Square Enix announced that its Splatoon-esque shooter Foam Stars is getting an open beta. The beta will be available on PS5 and will commence from September 29th to October 1st.
Yeah, if y'all want to check it out, y'all get on it. Doggone it. But I will not be playing that during that time.
Yeah. I did like that it had 8 character classes. I'm like, okay, you instead of just adding different weapons like Splatoon does, it's making different character classes to try out. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when you have that many character classes, it is hard to balance a game like that.
Fair.
Where there will definitely be classes that really shine. And if the game lasts a long time, then they will figure out balances and all of that kind of deal. But I think of like Overwatch, they've got classes, but each character has different powers. So it definitely, when they introduce a new character, that character is always overpowered, and it takes them, at least a season to get that kind of like fixed and like dialed in a little bit better and everything. So that's my only thing, is I feel like it's going to be unbalanced. Let's talk about the uninspired faceplates and DualSense colors that we got to see. PS5's Deep Earth collection introduces new faceplates and DualSense colors.
Sony is adding more options to provide some personal flair to your PS5. At today's State of Play, the company announced the Deep Earth Collection, a new line of accessories that includes 3 new colors: Volcanic Red, Cobalt Blue, and Sterling Silver. These new colors will be available as console covers and DualSense controllers. The red and blue faceplates and DualSense controllers will arrive on November 3rd, while the silver color for both will be available on January 26th. We have a trailer, but all I gotta say is the silver one was the only newer looking one because it felt like they just took the purple and the rouge red, the cosmic red, and just like altered the shades. Because I thought it's like, didn't they release purple? And then like watching it, I'm like, no, that's just a deep blue. What the heck?
Like the trailer looks way cooler than the actual things.
Right. Volcanic.
Like if it actually looked like volcanic, like that vibrant, that'd be super dope.
Cobalt blue. Sterling silver.
Like the blue literally looks like a default blue that you'd pick in like Photoshop.
Right, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like it's very like just like here's blue.
Right.
It's like when somebody doesn't know how to like pick colors, they're just like, well, that's blue.
Right, exactly. Or they put 2 different shades of the same color. It's like it's the same color.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Don't waste your money on these guys. Like go get the purple, try to get the Spider-Man one.
Yeah.
Maybe the silver, but even that was kind of lackluster. It's like a shinier, slightly different off the white that you already get. Right. Be smart with your money. Speak with your wallet, guys. Moving on, we got the Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord is out next month on the PlayStation Virtual Reality 2.
So after being announced over 2 years ago, In Dreams officially announced that Ghostbusters Rise of the Ghost Lord will release on October 26th, just in time for Halloween. Set in San Francisco, players run their own ghost busting business. Players will have the chance to play solo or with up to 3 friends as they try and quote stop the powerful Ghost Lord and his band of malevolent ghosts from causing chaos. And we've got a trailer.
Welcome to the Ghostbusters.
I will say this does look pretty cool and fun.
The city isn't going to save itself. So get geared up and join the team, because working together will give you the best chance. We got this. Luckily,
Yep.
you'll have access to the latest ghost-busting gadgets if you can earn
Man, if we had to build our own Ghostbuster weapons, that'd be dope.
decoys
Oh,
and
yeah.
so much more.
I'm picking up something.
You'll need to be ready for anything. Here he comes! On the Ghost Lord.
Hopefully it's like a game and not an experience.
Yeah, like a roller coaster ride or something.
I do love that Ernie Hudson was the one that said the title.
Right.
Derek, does that move the needle? Are you going to buy this $500 headset?
Absolutely not. No, my VR days are behind me.
Come on, Derek. You know you want to waste money.
Hey, look, I'll play it if you buy me. You got to buy you. Oh, excuse me. You got to buy yourself one, and then you can buy me one.
Okay, yeah, man.
You spend $1,000, and I'll play it.
I'll get right on that after I buy me a PlayStation Portal and a new PC. So right on it, man. It's on the list. I got you, fam. Cool. I got you, fam.
Bet.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora gets a new story trailer.
So Ubisoft showed off a new trailer for its upcoming open world game, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, at the state of play. Players will control a Navi who was abducted by the RDA and trained in quote human ways as one of the last members of the Sorrentu clan. Players will return to Pandora in a fish out of water type experience, and the game will arrive on December 7th. And we have a new trailer. I feel like another game where we're getting a little too many trailers for, but they got to make that push because Avatar 2.
Again, we're watching this in 480p
480.
because this is how it's saved. It did look pretty good at the beginning of this in the stream.
Yeah.
I was abducted by the RDA and trained in their ways. For 15 years, they kept me from my world and my people.
Wait. You have the mark. You are Sorrento. The poor child knows nothing of our ways. Let home tree be a refuge from
The world definitely looks colorful, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I must seek those who can teach me the ways of the Navi and help me reconnect with my world.
Follow me.
I won't hurt you. No!
Just murders her right there.
Right.
It's like pecks her to death.
I'm about to say, game over.
Yeah.
You are starting to think like a Navi.
Like some of it definitely feels like Far Cry.
Right.
Now Pandora is under attack again.
Yeah, this is definitely Far Cry. Take over the base, free the wild animals, let them run rampant.
Yeah.
This is my home.
The Navi will fight on your side against the RDA.
Get out.
Yeah, definitely some Far Cry vibes.
And Navi. And I will protect Pandora. Sivako!
Are we going to get trippy, like
Drug-induced.
drug-induced
levels?
moments? Yeah.
Oh, man.
Amy says, not an Avatar fan, but I'm sure playing the game in that world would be cool. Like, it looks cool in ways. I just don't know if the gameplay loop would support playing that game for that long. You know what I mean?
Because Ubisoft, when it comes to the open world games, love the checkbox stuff. It's like, hey, do this, do X, Y, Z, do it again, copy paste for all over the map.
Yeah. So I don't know. It'd be cool to check out, but I don't think I would spend that much time in that world. You know what I mean? If it is Far Cry, if it's got a different game loop, then maybe spend a little bit of time. But I think the world is definitely the selling point of the game, like Amy was saying.
Right.
Let's move on. We got some Resident Evil 4 news. Resident Evil 4 Remake PlayStation VR 2 mode gets a winter release window.
So we already knew that a VR mode for Resident Evil 4's PS5 version was in development, but news has been scarce until today, when Capcom shared a new gameplay trailer along with confirmation that the PS VR 2 mode will be available as a free download sometime this winter. And that's all the Resident Evil news we've got.
Yeah, you gotta love that they're doing a free update to this. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's cool.
Because didn't they charge well, no, it was 8 because they touted this one, but it was Village because I don't remember, was it a free update as well or did they charge for that?
I'm not sure. Was RE Village VR free? I didn't play it, so
Right, me either.
Yeah, it's free DLC.
Oh, okay.
So 7 came with the game, like automatically when it launched.
Right.
So then it was DLC. So they're sticking kind of with their guns, and with the PlayStation Virtual Reality 2 being like a stronger virtual reality headset. Like, I think that's really cool. But let's move on. Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways DLC is out next week.
Wow. So Capcom confirmed that its critically acclaimed remake of Resident Evil 4 is indeed getting paid post-launch content in the form of Separate Ways, which releases on September 21st. Set during the events of Resident Evil 4, players control Ada Wong, who appears a few times in the main story. So it's a cool thing, because wasn't there another game that had DLC? Like, wasn't 6 not DLC, but they had branching stories, and one of them was Ada. So it's cool that they're bringing that aspect back to another Resident Evil game.
Yeah, like 7 had DLC as well, but it wasn't like branching. It was still with, you know, the main characters and all of that. But 4 has been kind of known for, actually 7 was a different character. I take that back. It was
Chris.
Yeah, it was Chris. Sorry. That was I corrected myself there. Look at that. Look at that. So like it's not out of the wild for that, but it to be coming out literally next week is kind of crazy to see and everything. Right. So I know a lot of people are excited about that, but the next one, Derek, is what I am excited about.
Yes, sir.
Helldivers 2 new trailer gives us another look at gameplay plus a release date.
What? We already knew that Arrowhead was working on a sequel to its 2015 top shooter game. And after an initial announcement in May, the developer announced today that Helldivers 2 will arrive on PS5 and PC on February 8th. Slight delay, because I think it was supposed to be this October originally, but, you know, better delay the game and make it better. But we have a trailer for you that shows some co-op gameplay.
This game's coming out on my birthday.
Oh, it is!
Yeah.
Just saying.
You know.
Hi, I'm Johan Pilestad, CEO and Creative Director at Arrowhead Game Studios. And today I'm pleased to share an extended look.
Definitely will be playing this.
We're starting on the ship's bridge, preparing to select our mission from the Galactic War Map. Once cleared for mission engagement, it's time to go into your helipod and prepare for planetfall.
Stand by for
Titanfall. Join a squad on one of the many planets in the galaxy, set on an important mission to eliminate a deadly bile titan.
Gotta kill them bugs.
Right.
It's definitely like a Starship Troopers.
For sure.
Titan. I think it's this way. There's some enemies here.
Okay, I'm covering you on the right.
I like the little drone. Oh my god, that's dope.
Yeah.
Oh, there's loads of them. I'm switching to flamethrower. Oh.
Surprise!
He's like, you want some acid?
I have to run.
Yeah, right. Well, you better move, fool!
Can you guys take him out with the recoilless?
Yeah, I'll try to take him down from the side. Reload my recoilless.
On it.
I think that's pretty dope, being able to like reload someone's like rocket launcher to make it faster.
I wonder if that's only like when it's actual co-op, not like AI teammates.
I'm sure you can reload it yourself, but I think it's probably faster.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I think it might be a co-op and not an AI thing.
Right.
Try to take out the small guys.
Oh no, you killed me.
Oh.
I love that they brought that back as well. Like that you can kill each other.
Okay, should we do...
See, that's why I couldn't play with you, because you're taking me out all the time.
I'm going.
Always.
I don't think I have an option. We need to throw in the 500 kilogram bomb. Throwing it out.
Oh god, he's coming for me.
Getting out of the way.
There.
Boom.
Nice.
Good job, guys.
Well done, Helldivers. Another win for Super Earth. After each successful mission, players are rewarded for their efforts, allowing them to upgrade their
Love the capes.
weapons,
for sure,
armor, and stratagems, giving them the edge in the many battles to come.
Ooh.
I hope you enjoyed seeing a glimpse of just one of the many missions and planets the game has to offer. Now go out there and spread managed democracy.
I'm very curious what that was at the
Yeah,
end.
I wonder if it's going to be PvP.
I'm not 100% sure. But Derek, it comes out on my birthday. You know what
Yes,
that
sir.
means. You know what that means, Derek.
That you're going to buy it for me on your birthday. How generous.
Sure, man. I'll buy it for you on your birthday. You get to play it off my account. But you know, like there are a few things that have come out on my birthday, Derek.
Yeah.
We've got Helldivers 2.
Mm-hmm.
Snow Day. If you remember that film back in the day, Snow Day. It's where it snowed.
Well, no, you know,
You don't remember
figure.
you don't remember Snow Day?
No, this nothing. No, I don't.
Okay, 2000 movie, 2000. Had Chevy Chase as one of the dads. Director Chris Koch. Here's the synopsis, if I can get to it. When an entire town in upstate New York is closed down by an unexpected snowfall, a snow day begins when a group of elementary school kids led by Natalie Branston try to ensure the school stays closed by stopping a mechanical snowplow driver by trying to hijack his snowplow. Meanwhile, Natalie's big brother Hal is using this day to try to win the affection of Claire Bonner, the most popular girl in his high school. While Hal and Natalie's father Tom, a TV meteorologist, faces off against a rival meteorologist for weather coverage of the day events. That's Snow Day.
Okay. Interesting.
No.
I never watched it, but you know, cool.
Yep. I remember my parents taking me and a few friends to go watch Snow Day. That was what I wanted for my birthday.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't ask for much back then.
Didn't ask for much. I just wanted to watch Snow Day. You know? Now I get Helldivers 2 on my birthday. And I thought I would never get would get Helldivers.
Right. Sifu also came out around your birthday as well.
Yep. Hogwarts came out around my birthday.
Yeah.
Also. So, but yeah, I'm talking about like right on my birthday.
Oh,
right on my
fair.
birthday. Was that the one that was blazing hot summer? No, I'm not sure which one that one is. I'm not sure what that one is. Guys, let's move on. We got a few more trailers to watch. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is out on February 29th, 2024. Let's see what they got to say, Derek.
The last but biggest announcement coming out of today's State of Play was the release date for the second part of the Final Fantasy VII Remake trilogy. Square Enix revealed that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will release exclusively on PS5 on February 29th. More interestingly, the end of the trailer unveiled that Rebirth will be released on 2 separate discs.
The world's ending. At least, that's what everyone's saying.
The sky, I don't like it.
But will you?
Ready to
It's
fight.
a big gun.
Right. Like what you trying to take down?
World order.
I like that. I want that gun.
Listen.
Right.
Tell me you can't hear that. Her rallying cry.
Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies.
We can overcome our fate.
Am I the same as these monsters? Am I even human?
Okay.
Sephiroth.
Think you can find him?
Oh, Sephiroth, you see. So you heeded the call too, did you?
What are you talking about?
As you can see, your brothers down there are having a little get-together.
They're our best chance of finding Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Battle Society?
Because I suspect they're soldiers suffering from cellular degradation.
Do not be deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
Sephiroth!
Again with the big snake.
Orochimaru all over the place.
Right.
Segways, yeah, exactly. Got to get your segways, y'all.
On me.
Man, look at that mech.
Right.
Look.
Ooh, motor derby.
Excuse me. Could you look after my friend?
I thought he was just gonna like throw him on the ground.
Right, like, excuse me.
A weapon?
Tutelary creatures, set only to appear when the planet is in grave danger. Who dares disturb my slumber?
Yeah, Durja Cerberus, boy.
When worlds merge.
That's the only one I know.
All right.
Got that one-winged angel, bro. One-winged angel. Vincent Valentine. Yeah, that one. I love Vincent Valentine. Forgot his name, but I like him. Now, Derek, this makes me want to play Final Fantasy.
I know, I do too. Like, ever since 15, like, I have gotten this, like, Final Fantasy itch to, like, scratch. But, again, time.
Time is the biggest thing. You know what I mean? Like, it looks great. And
right.
It's crazy, like, hearing... what is the one in the red pink dress thing?
Oh, Aerith.
Aerith.
No.
Yeah, something like that. People are like, oh my God, they don't know anything about Final Fantasy. Like, hearing her voice, it's like, oh yeah, I know her. Like, I know her.
Yeah, you do.
Bree White is the actress for that. So it's super cool. But I'm excited for it. I know Dan's like, can't wait. Excited for that. And it makes me want to play it. Put a 5 in chat if y'all are going to be jumping on Final Fantasy remake, Final Fantasy 7 remake, Rebirth.
Rebirth.
Yeah, Rebirth. It makes me want to jump in, dude. Dan's just spamming the 5s. Maybe I'll find some time. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll find some time amongst all the other games that I got to finish. You know what I mean?
Right.
Got so many things to play because this next one, everybody, is
it's on the near horizon.
Near horizon, you know. Marvel Spider-Man 2 gets a new trailer plus Spidey suit deets.
So Insomniac Games released a new gameplay trailer for Spider-Man 2, where the biggest takeaway was that over 65 different spider suits will be available when the game releases next month. Insomniac notes that the original designs, in addition to suits that were depicted in comic books and movies, will be available. And we've got the open world trailer for you now.
The sound is affecting the symbiote suit.
Yep.
Creative director at Insomniac Games. Thank you for all of your amazing feedback to our demo.
Being able to do like web up 2 people at a time, that's going to be so nice.
But today I'm here
for sure.
with a first look at how the open world experience is evolving and how the game is built to take full advantage of the PlayStation 5. The first thing you'll notice is that our city has nearly doubled in size with the addition of 2 iconic New York boroughs.
Ridiculous.
Queens and Brooklyn. And we've introduced the web wings, an entirely new mechanic that, when combined with web swinging, allows you to traverse the city in a whole new way and at faster speeds.
That's cool.
Whether it's a neighborhood backdrop of Queens or the fireworks that light up the sky over Coney Island, exploring these areas will feel much different than the towering skyscrapers of Manhattan, while also delivering memorable locales like Peter Parker's old stomping grounds at Midtown High and Miles Morales' current place of learning, Brooklyn Visions Academy.
Hey Miles, what's up?
Speaking of our heroes, Marvel Spider-Man 2 will introduce the ability to switch between the 2 wall crawlers in the open world, and thanks to the power of the PlayStation 5,
it's like so fast. So cool.
A bigger city and playing as not 1 but 2 spider heroes were big goals for Marvel Spider-Man 2. But this time around, it was equally important to provide a greater sense of exploration.
Oh, that's cool. Like the combo.
A number of new activities and storylines.
I like how you don't have to go into the map to visualize that.
For sure. Such as a flock of Kraven's Talon drones circling a building, a a mysterious symbol projected into the sky.
That looks very Doctor Strange.
For sure.
Many activities, like the hunter's cloaked blinds that overlook the Big Apple, lead to even greater challenges, yet yield worthy rewards and new information about Marvel's greatest hunter.
Seems like raid areas
Others
to
will
me.
lead to a climactic showdown with Marvel villains not yet seen in this Spider-Man universe. The Spider Heroes have new AR tech in the lenses of their masks, providing a quick glimpse of activities already discovered, or helping locate new ones yet to be revealed. You can always refer to the
I like that.
Family Neighborhood Spider-Man app to quickly track nearby areas of interest. The app will also include incoming requests from those who call Marvel's New York home. Some will ask for either Spider Hero to help, while others, like the students of Brooklyn Visions calling upon Miles, will require you to put on the mask of a specific hero.
The drum.
Right.
Various enemy factions also now feed into the new district progress.
Oh, they're hiding stuff. That's funny.
What?
As you can see,
Whoa! You see how fast that was?
Yeah, it was.
Holy moly!
Ridiculous.
The more city you explore and the more activities you complete, the more ways you'll be able to customize your Spider Hero. This includes mastering additional combat abilities.
Holy moly!
Acquiring and improving gadgets, upgrading through the new suit tech system, and of course,
it just like
unlocking additional spider suits.
Flipping instant transmission.
Right.
Spider-Man 2 will feature over 65 suits from the comics, movies, and multiple original designs. And thanks to the all-new suit style system, you'll now have more than 200 different ways to outfit your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
On behalf of Insomniac Games, we couldn't be more excited about what this expanded city has to offer, and all the new ways you'll experience Marvel's New York. We look forward to seeing you swinging around in Marvel's.
Oh man, this is gonna be so good.
Only on PlayStation 5.
And like the Venom powers look even cooler.
For sure.
Oh man.
Be gone.
Get that costume randomizer exactly. October 20th, dude. It can't get here
give it to me.
soon enough. It looks so good. And I love that they brought in not only just like what we got in the original Spider-Man, but they brought in the things that were introduced into Miles Morales, like the app that Genki made and everything. Like,
right.
Oh, it's gonna be so
now, what were
good.
you? I think I missed it. What were you saying? They're hiding stuff. Like, what do you mean?
Like when they were showing the map, like where it had like the different like tasks or whatever, they like blurred out like the descriptions that go beside it and everything.
That's
so
fair, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. That's funny. Amy says looks awesome. Nate says looks good. I need to play the original. You do 100%. Yeah, that's going to probably be the game for like the next like 3 months once it launches. My birthday is October 23rd. Who wants to get me Spider-Man 2 and a PS5? Anybody takers?
Don't look at me.
But yeah, dude, like it looks good. What are your thoughts, Derek?
Man, I am so looking forward to this game. Obviously, like when this drops, like, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that it's around like if this had come out this month, like say it came out next week, I mean, like, man, I'm on vacation next week. It'd just be perfect. That's all I'd be playing. But sadly, I don't want to take vacation in the middle of holiday rush. But you best believe every off day, I'm going to be playing this.
I've been thinking about like taking like a week off.
Yeah.
Because I haven't really taken any time off other than like sick days or whatever. And when I got my teeth out. I might take that week off.
You're gonna be so far ahead of me, and you're like, I'll be getting like I'll have played like just a little bit, and you're like, oh dude, that's just the beginning part. Wait till you get to this one. I'm like, man, shut
up. Do it, says Dan. I might, y'all. I might. Oh man, so many cool things coming from Nintendo and PlayStation. But we're not done with the PlayStation content, guys. We got the PlayStation quickies right here, right now.
Right now. So we got, first up, PS5 system update is out now and brings 8 terabyte SSD support, Dolby Atmos, and more. Backbone 1 USB-C PlayStation Edition controller works with iPhone 15. The PlayStation Retro magazine is now funded on Kickstarter, with issue 1 being completed. Free PlayStation Online multiplayer weekend running from September 16th to the 17th. PS Plus Extra and Premium September games have been announced, with highlights including Near Replicant, Civilization 6, Planet Coaster Console Edition, and Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts 2. The Last of Us 2 has cast Abby, and it looks like Florence Pugh is now rumored for the role. Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition has been rated for the PS5. Following that, it's rumored that the Complete Edition will arrive on PC, quote, soon. PlayStation Studios sound design director says Spider-Man 2 is Insomniac Games' best work yet. Spider-Man 2 won't feature the Chrysler Building due to copyright issues. And lastly, Insomniac is beginning to move more resources to Marvel's Wolverine, with Spider-Man 2's release on the horizon.
Like, I know Florence Pugh is, in a lot of things right now, and like her being in the Marvel universe, like we've definitely seen, like she can do action and everything. I don't feel like she's big enough for Abby. You know what I mean? Like, Abby is a big character, like stature wise.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know of anyone who would be able to work out it better. I mean, Florence Pugh has the frame, but not the size,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It could work. We'll see. I mean, CGI is, just is used for everything nowadays. So, I mean,
yeah, I don't think like she's got to be like this towering figure or whatever. Like,
right.
I think the physicality, she can do it. It was just when you said that, I was like, she's not as big as Abby is.
Right.
I don't know. Well, I'm interested to see where they go with it, but until they actually get the writer's strike and the actor strike taken care of, we're not going to be getting any new content anytime soon. But I'm excited to see what PlayStation has in store. But it is time for the Patreon quick hits, and they are brought to you by our wonderful patrons. You can become part of the ship, part of the exclusive crew, by going over to patreon.com/nerdcave, where you can choose the tier that fits you best to support what we're doing here at the Nerd Cave. We do this each and every week on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, and we appreciate every patron that has went over there and chose a tier to support us. We thank you very, very much. You are literally keeping the lights on, keeping us being able to do this show. So we thank you very, very much. And if you want to go support us, patreon.com/nerdcave. Now, Derek, it's time for the Patreon quick hits.
So first up, EA Sports UFC 5 will be current gen only, M-rated, and use the latest Frostbite engine, and release on October 27th. Just October's crazy. Summer Game Fest confirms return for 2024 and will take place in LA. Nintendo reportedly demoed Switch successor to devs at Gamescom. Following that, Nintendo ending Mario Kart Tour content add-ons. Following that, Nintendo controller patent raises hope Switch 2 will avoid drift issues. Picross developer reportedly porting lost 3DS games to Switch. PAX organizer Reed Pop and the ESA and E3 partnership ended before it even began. E3 2024 definitely won't be at the Los Angeles Convention Center and may not even happen at all. Blizzard celebrates Overwatch 2's first anniversary with new Hero Mastery game mode. Starfield had the biggest launch ever for a Bethesda game. Following that, Starfield is getting official mod support in 2024. Microsoft announces Xbox digital broadcast for Tokyo Game Show. Microsoft is releasing an Xbox credit card on September 21st. Microsoft unveils Astro Purple Xbox Series S and X controller. Microsoft confirms all full list of games coming day one with Xbox Game Pass Core. Payday 3 dev confirms DLC roadmap includes 4 expansions in the first year. Epic Games Chief Creative Officer Donald Muster retires after 25 years in games. Former Sony Santa Monica and Marvel exec named Epic's new Chief Creative Officer. New Fortnite update includes Shoto Todoroki, Mina Ashido, and Kirishima from My Hero Academia. Quantic Dream's Spotlight Initiative wants to focus on games, not franchises. Mass Effect 5 is reportedly ditching open world format to return to, quote, classic formula. Rumor, Assassin's Creed Red is in a fully playable state, with more details due in early 2024. Embracer Group is reportedly considering selling Borderlands dev Gearbox Software. X-Defiant release delayed after failing to pass Sony and Microsoft's certification. Baldur's Gate 3 DLC has not been ruled out by the game's director. Rumor, Call of Duty 2025 to feature Black Ops 2 remastered multiplayer maps. Mortal Kombat 1 won't feature crossplay at launch. Mortal Kombat 1 accessibility features include colorblind modes, descriptive audio, and remappable controls. RE4 Remake, RE Village, and Assassin's Creed Mirage have been announced for the iPhone 15 Pro. EA confirms The Sims 5 will be free to download. New Witcher board game has been announced. Cyberpunk 2077's new car chases and vehicular combat to deliver high-speed thrills. Square Enix suffers nearly $2 billion with a B loss in market value since the launch of Final Fantasy XVI. Alan Wake 2 is Remedy's biggest game yet, as it reiterates players will spend 20 plus hours on the sequel. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor director Stig Asmussen is leaving EA and Respawn. And lastly, Mario Party style Demon Slayer game coming in 2024.
I'm not sure what that game will be like, but it sounds interesting. Lot of stuff in the quick hits that we couldn't get to in this episode, because this episode is literally almost 2 hours long.
Right. And I know, because, you know, if it wasn't for the direct and state of play, the Reed Pop leaving, ditching its E3 partnership, Donald Mustard leaving, and
Stig.
What was the other one? Yeah, Stig leaving would have been all topics for tonight.
Yeah, crazy stuff. I don't understand how Square Enix could have lost $2 billion in market share.
That boggles my mind as well, because it's like, how do you lose that much after such a successful game releases?
Yeah, that's a quandary we will have to answer on the next episode. Guys, we hope that you enjoyed this episode of the Nerd Cave. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We'll be back next Thursday to cover all the nerdy news that you need to know. So, as we bid you adieu, this has been Zach, and I've been joined along with
Victor Van Housen, the Vaudevillian Vampire.
Y'all have a blessed week. Bye. Boom, guys. There is the episode. Thanks for the reminder. Hit the like button. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. Guys, that was a jam-packed episode. So many good things. What was y'all's favorite story of the evening? I would love to hear what y'all thought on all of the cool stuff. I can't wait for Spider-Man, dude.
Me either.
I cannot wait for Spider-Man.
Trailer.
Yeah, it looks so good. Final Fantasy making me want to play it. I will say the Peach game, very surprised on that one.
Yeah, for sure. Like, that blew me away. Like, I was not when they first announced it, like, cool, cool. But we didn't. That was all it was. We didn't expect anything. Now seeing this full blown trailer, I'm like, man, y'all got another hit on your hands. Like I know WarioWare is technically the third one, but it does its own thing. Like, it doesn't set the world on fire. But this is like arguably the third branch. This could be like the third game in the Mario franchise, or third series in the Mario franchise, because you got Luigi's Mansion, which does really well, and now you've got Princess Peach. Like, bro, like if this hits like what the trailer showed, Mario gonna be dominating.
Yeah, exactly. And having like Rabbids, like the Mario plus Rabbids thing, like the first one did way better than the second one, so this one definitely is going to be interesting. Dan says Rebirth and Spider-Man 2 were his big ones. Yeah, I agree. And Nate, hope you're doing well, man. I know we talked a little bit there, but welcome in. Dan says I still think we need a new Mario or Wario Land. I never played Wario Land, so I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Dude, I'm excited though. Like, now we're post Jedi Survivor on the streams.
Yep.
Next week is a regular week, and then we've got community game night, and then we've got to the 20th, which is let's see. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 essentially before the 20th.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like figure out what to play, you know?
Yeah, that's for sure.
And what can I beat within that time? Because if I start it, it's like I better beat it because I'm not coming back to it for a long time.
You're not coming back to it until you beat Spider-Man 2.
Like I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy like just off stream.
Yeah.
Which like now if I jump back into it, it wouldn't. The hype's not there. It's it's like I'm just enjoying exploring the world and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I don't think I can beat Armored Core by then.
Yeah. If this was like late August, then I'd say yes, you have a chance.
Yeah. I kind of want to play Starfield. I just don't know. I don't know how it will do because I don't have a dedicated thing to play it. That's one of it. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, guys.
Right.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for us tonight. I think we're gonna put this one to rest. We hope that you enjoyed the stream. We'll be back on Tuesday playing some games. If you haven't already, smack the subscribe button. We've got a lot of cool content coming out. Starfield is going to drag you in, and you are going to want a good rig. I want a good rig, Murdoch, and welcome to the stream. Yeah. You're right here when we're going off.
Right, exactly.
Right here when we're going up. I want a good rig. I ain't got good rig money at the moment.
Right. I've got $3.
Yeah, paying for random junk. We had a tire blowout. We had a battery die. I had to pay for taxes. All of those things. So, grown up stuff. You know what I mean? Grown up stuff. You just got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Starfield is a blast. Like I've been playing on my backbone. So I've been enjoying it there. Y'all had a car battery die as well. Yeah, I feel you. You had to replace your brake pads and rotors on your car. Them things done got expensive. Yeah, I know. Ours was like $235.
Woof.
Yeah. For just a battery. It was crazy stupid. Yeah. Stuff with cars. If I could figure out instant transmission, I'd just do it.
Right.
I wouldn't even do any of that.
But then they'd find if everyone could do that, they'd find a premium to make money off of that as well.
Yeah, but it would be like breathing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they got to make up for that loss of the gas industry and the auto industry.
I'm not going to tell my secrets. You know what I mean?
I mean, for sure.
Maybe I could charge people for my secrets, but then wouldn't
have to kill them.
Yeah, it's like I just find them in the instant transmission stream and just murder them.
Oy vey.
Give Elon time. What are we giving Elon time for?
Instant transmission.
Oh, instant transmission. Well, he's doing the whole like mind implant thing, like I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, like it's already like
I go down that rabbit hole.
All right, guys, we are going to jump off here. We gave y'all an awesome episode. If you're just joining us, go watch the replay. You'll get all the goodies from this week on Gaming News. And we love y'all. We will see y'all on Tuesday. Have a wonderful night. This has been Zach.
And Derek.
Have a good night. Bye.